morning, everybody, or good evening, Ohio. Okay, so it's been about 3 weeks since we've last done an update on Kyle missing. For anyone who's not aware, he went missing. It's Brian Kyle Bridgeman, most people call him Kyle, went missing from Nelsonville, Ohio on the 4th of June. Sometime towards the evening. The last update that we did was for they held a candlelit vigil about 3 weeks ago, and just waiting for some people to come in. But I did say during that video that if there was a whiff of anybody being involved or anything like that, that I was going to go harder. That I was going to get a bit more vicious on this, and I am, because a couple of things have come up on social media and I want to address them and call out last known person to be seen with Kyle, as well as his, I'm assuming it's his common law wife, because she's still has her arrest record still says Woolever. But if you just bear with me, I'm just bringing up bringing everything up and trying to fix this. Okay, so we got a lot of photos on the screen. On the left is Kyle, who's been missing for 4 weeks. Almost 8 weeks, almost 2 months, since the 4th of June. In the middle, we've got mugshots of PJ Coon, Paul Coon, and his wife, Lindsey Coon, also goes by the name Woolever. It's in the title. So these two seem to have been a problem on social media. The photo on the right is also a picture of PJ. Don't know what the hell he's doing there, but anyway, for those that know him or may not, may know of him, we want these guys in for questioning by the Athens County Sheriff's Office. Just have to excuse my dogs, please. I just need to make sure everything's working okay here. Right, so there was a Facebook group, hey Mr. Lee, hey Cement Shoes. There was a Facebook group created about a week ago, Help Find Brian Kyle Bridgeman, by the family. And in that group, one of the posts was the last person to be with Kyle on the date that he went missing. Hi, Andrew. Was PJ Coon, pictured on the right and top middle. That post had a complaint against it and was removed from Facebook. So I feel like we need to get that information out there. So that is something I can do, and any of this information published can't be taken down because it's all public record. I've been granted access to the Athens e-filing court system. But anything else that comes up here is anything that anyone can find on the internet. So I just want to bring a post up first that Linda has posted. Now this is Kyle's grandmother, who he's closest to. And this is on the Help Find Brian Kyle Bridgeman Facebook page. So I want to address this and then address PJ Coon and Lindsey Coon, Woolever. So Linda says, I want to clear the air. I've heard a certain person, Lindsey Coon, is going around telling people I am mistaken, that Brian did not leave, that's Kyle, did not leave with PJ Paul Coon on June 4th. I know for a fact it was PJ Coon as I talked to him, PJ, as they were leaving. I know who he is. I've spoken to him on several occasions, unaware of his history. We'll go into that. For someone who is supposedly knows nothing, sure is putting out a lot of different stories. So I just wanted to address that post first off, okay? I've confirmed with Linda, I showed her some photos and she confirmed that they were indeed PJ Coon. There have been sightings of him in Nelsonville. Hi, Honey Badger. Thanks for getting in, love. There have been sightings of PJ. I'm not sure about Lindsey, but we know that he is back in town. He did piss off for a couple of weeks there after Kyle went missing, and he has been around town. I think some people said they saw him out near the Old Bailey Road. Yeah, he's a character, all right. So let's bring up this other information. It's 2021. Bear with me, guys. So, if anyone has seen him around town, I want you to please give the sheriff's office a call. They've been saying that they can't locate him. I find that honestly to be a load of shit. Because if there are people in the local community who have sighted him, he's not hiding or anything like that. He's out there, and one of you know where he is. So Athens County Sheriff's Office, I mean, my message to them would be, bring him in for questioning, hold him on some other charge. Surely he has some other charge. I may have to just adjust this for a moment, so just bear with me. I have to did I lock it? Did I not lock it? It wants to be difficult. Okay, so you can see this is 2008. The history of this guy is going back at least 13 years on the internet. So this is 7 locals arrested in a federal heroin bust. And there's a picture of him from 13 years ago. Now, what I want to find is this bit here. Paul J. Coon, 23 of Nelsonville, also known as PJ, conspiracy to distribute and to possess with intent to distribute more than 1,000 grams of heroin and unlawful use of a communication facility. Alright, so that's 2008. Alright, this is this year. I've got to try and get this display capture back to the way it was. Just bear with me, guys. We'll get it back. I love the ads that come up. Okay, so this was for this year. Paul Joseph Coon, 36 now, of Nelsonville, was indicted on 1 count of possession of heroin, a 5th-degree felony, possessing drug abuse instruments, a 2nd-degree misdemeanor, and driving under suspension and driving under financial responsibility law suspension cancellation, both unclassified misdemeanors. Coon is accused of possessing a heroin, tools for drug abuse, and driving a vehicle with a suspended license on or about January 21st this year. Now, that is an ongoing thing with him, hey Teely. And yeah, he has arrests for other things as well. Now, people were questioning about places to search and things like that. As far as I'm aware, the search areas have not been updated, but blue is unsearched, yellow is searched by friends and family, red is searched by law enforcement, and the maroon ones are kind of points of interest. So Kyle's home, where he was last seen on Huddy Road, just bring that in, and down to the south, some places that law enforcement searched, McKee's Pond, and also a trailer down here on Bull Road. Hi, Jace. So, yeah, I want to say that it's been confirmed that PJ was the last one to be with Kyle. He should be in for questioning. Athens Sheriff's Office, what are you doing? I'm not here to bash law enforcement, but what are you doing? You need to bring this guy in. Hold him on something else. Surely he's got outstanding warrants. We know this. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, V. We know he's got outstanding warrants. So, okay, let's look at his girlfriend. Wife. Whatever she is. Lindsey. She's going around telling people that, and this is confirmed from several sources, that she knows what happened to Kyle. Something about a gun, and wasn't it that he shot himself or something like that, or there was an accident or something like this. She's been going around telling people things, and now she's calling out Kyle's grandmother being a liar, and that she's mistaken. It wasn't PJ that Kyle was last seen with. So let's bring up her stuff, eh? Here we go. I want to say something here. It is a real shame of what drugs do to people. She was a pretty girl. This is 2014. This is only, 7 years ago? And this is what drugs does to people. And here's her latest. So this is the woman who's going around, saying that Linda, the grandmother of Kyle, is wrong. It wasn't her husband that was last seen with Kyle, when it was already identified. This, and I'm going to work backwards on these. And I warned them. If nobody came forward, and nobody is coming forward, and nobody is talking, and I suggested maybe some of that reward money be better diverted to bringing PJ or Lindsey in for questioning. Anyone want $1,000 to get them in for questioning? You wanna give it a crack? You wanna give it? You know what? Don't worry about diverting. Hang on. I'm gonna get my phone unlocked. Okay. There we go. There's $1,100. I'll give you that. I'll wire it anywhere you want. PayPal it. Won't say your name. If you can get PJ or Lindsey, preferably PJ, Lindsey will do too, in, and I know that they have been interviewed thoroughly by the sheriff's office, I'll do that. I won't say the name of the bank account, anything like that. We'll wire transfer it to wherever in the world you want. Hey Carla, it's good to see you, hun. Rumour has it he's on probation out of Lancaster, Ohio. Could be. But I've heard there are warrants. So if there are warrants out for his arrest, and the community have been posting sightings of him, why is the sheriff's office saying that they can't find him? She was trafficking in drugs back in 2014. Parole violation, 2014. Back for court, 2014. She looked healthy here, and pretty. 2015, charges unknown. So this is when things started going downhill. 2016, APA holder. That's something to do with parole. 2017, drug trafficking. 2019, receiving stolen property, forgery, and trafficking in drugs. 2019, aggravated trafficking in drugs, which usually would entail some sort of weapon, a firearm. I don't know why they have to be from Ohio. Hey Tina, welcome. So this was just going to be a quick live. I wanted to get that information out there. That Lindsey's going around saying that she knows what happened to several people who have confirmed from several different sources. I've had the same story that she has told several different people. Okay, so her story's not changing there about what happened. Yeah, she started to change around the time that it says she married. If you check out her Facebook page around the time it says she married PJ Coon. So I'm sure he's a wonderful influence. So yeah, anything on here, try and have it taken down, buddy, because it's all public. Now the second and fourth one I believe to be a different Paul Coon, but you're looking at the first one and the third one. This 2015 is a failure to appear, and this one too, fleeing and eluding. So he has a good history of doing this. Did it after Carl disappeared, and yeah. So This is through the Nelsonville Police Department. That was from 2017. Okay. So for any of the posts that people are complaining about that are being removed from Facebook, yeah, don't worry about it. It can be covered here, and I mean, this is all public information that you can look up on. Let me just move this down a bit. On arrests.org if you want to go there. So yeah, I would encourage anyone in the community that if you do cite them to give the sheriff's office a call. I mean, I know that one person out near the Old Bailey Road didn't have cell service. I know that you can't help that, but if you can, do that at least as soon as possible. Hi Tina, do I know if they checked on Campbell of High Street in Nelsonville? I do not know. No. Yeah, why are they getting these the posts deleted? This is a question. So hey Elijah, if PJ is on probation in Lancaster, can his parole officer be contacted and informed about this? Does he see them or have a warrant out because of not checking in? Hey MJ, I hope you're healing up all right, honey. She said some operations. Good point, Elijah. Let me write that down. Parole officer Lancaster, might be worth giving him a call. I can certainly look. I have to write this down. I'm gonna forget. I have to write this down. Peter, parole officer, Lancaster, Peter. Okay, alright, yep, got that. It's good to see you guys. Sorry I haven't been in. Just because I'm not on doesn't mean I'm not doing stuff. I've just been spending the last 2 days looking at the history of these guys. Who definitely, I mean, nobody else has come forward with anything. You know what it's like in these communities, especially if there's, this heroin trafficking going on and drugs and things like that. People are either too scared to come forward or they're protecting one another. And, but how many times is it, with a missing persons case or someone who may end up being found deceased, how often is it the last person that they were seen with? It's quite high. It's up around 80% that person had some involvement. And so, can I ask what the story is being said by her of what happened? Yeah, bear with me. Something about Lindsey and a gun. I've got a lot of messages here to go through, guys. So Linda and her granddaughter saw PJ, Coon and Kyle leaving together. There have been messages from Lindsey to someone else asking about her gun. And her bragging to others that she killed someone. That is That's the gist of it. She's telling several people that. Because I'm receiving that same story from several different independent people, like independent of each other. It's not coming from 7 family members. It's like I'm getting several messages that she's kind of saying the same thing. So I understand that the sheriff's office doesn't want to chase up on rumour and speculation and all the rest of it, but you've got 2 people who've identified PJ as being the last person to be seen with Kyle. You've got his history going back at least 13 years in drugs, and it has escalated, obviously, with him and the wife, because she's got aggravated charges there as well. So if there is an aggravated charge tacked on there, that's going to mean some sort of weapon, usually a gun. Have the people that Lindsey talked to about these things made statements to the sheriff? I do not know. The sheriff's stance on this, Captain Cooper was on leave, was on holidays. This is why I couldn't contact him. I still can't contact him. Or he won't return my calls. So we might need to put the questions out there publicly. The needs of the family, the needs of the public, to bring these 2 in for questioning. Ask them if they'll take a polygraph test. I mean, I know it's not admissible in a court of law, but it's a great investigative tool for them. If they don't have one, if they don't have a polygraph handler, get one in from Columbus. He's been seen out in the community, so I think it's pretty weak. Makes me wonder why they're saying they can't find him. You're detectives. You have to know where he is. So he's been sighted here, there, and everywhere, and I'm sure she has as well. I mean, they're in town. They're not, they're not gone. But they may go after they see this, but they've got to come back. This is where their run is. This is where their customer base is. So I'm not sure if a warrant can be issued for both of them. Is that possible? ACSO, can you do that? If either of them have outstanding warrants, bring them in and hold them on those. Hold them for the maximum amount of time you can while you question them about the disappearance. It says, so apparently the sheriff's office has interviewed several people and their stories have not changed. But who are those several people? I doubt any of them are these 2, because I at least know PJ couldn't be found for weeks after Carl went missing. He was gone, but now he's back. So yeah. So this was just a quick live, guys. That's what I wanted to put out there, because these posts are being taken down on Facebook. The grandmother's been made out to be a liar. She's mistaken about who the last person was that Kyle was with. She's identified him. I sent pictures, and she named who that person was. So I didn't give her any prodding or prompting or anything like that. So so I just want to say to the locals, if you do see him, please give the sheriff's office a call immediately, and get him brought in. And yeah, let me know if you did, and we'll get that reward sorted for you. I think that's our best bet at the moment because no one else is talking. So yeah, just get him in for questioning. You know, I'm not asking. Clearly, it's not working. Asking where Kyle is located or anything like that. Nobody's coming forward. So let's get this pair in for questioning. Yeah, absolutely. Lindsey is the liar. Linda's not lying. Linda and her granddaughter both saw them leaving together. These top two. Kyle, who's missing on the left, has been missing almost 2 months. And at the top, PJ. Two people saw them leaving together. Yeah. If he didn't do anything, if you didn't have any involvement with this, why wouldn't you just come forward? You know, and if you've got nothing to hide, just, you know, why would you leave town for a month and then come back? And then why would you be so elusive around town? Hey Brian, you heard PJ is in the Carolina area and Lindsey is still in Nelsonville area running with John Minsker, going to Columbus to get drugs daily. Yeah, see, they're not going to go far for long because this is their territory, this is their customer base. They need this area. They're going to return to it even if they leave for a couple of weeks. They need to come back because this is where their customer base is. They can't go. They could go somewhere else, but it would take them a hell of a lot of time to establish another, you know, base again for this trafficking, which is still going on, has been going on for at least 13 years. So, Brian, hi to Tina, was in Carolina with his dad, but he's back in Athens County. Meant he was, yeah. So definitely in the area. You know, I'll try and chase up the sheriff's office again. I'm voting at 14 hours ahead of you guys, or Eastern time. Anyway, it's 8:30 Sunday morning here. I'll try, I guess not tonight, but tomorrow night, my time, can try and give them a call, but yeah, they're really not saying much except for that they can't find him, which I think's a load of crap, to be honest. But I want to thank everyone for coming in. Please share this and get these pictures out there. People might know these two directly or indirectly, or know of them. They may not know their names, and now they see these pictures and identify them and ring the police to get them at least brought in for questioning. I think that's our best bet at the moment, considering that no one's coming forward and doing anything. So yeah, the local news channels have put pieces out there. I don't think they're going to put pressure on the sheriff's office, to be honest, because they don't want to alienate them. They don't want, they have media and law enforcement have a relationship and an understanding, and I don't think they would want to put pressure on them or step on any toes, because that will, you know, prevent them from gaining information in any future cases and things like that. Thank you, MJ. Oh, a pair with hearts. Thank you. Yeah, they do need to find them now. You know, I find it absolutely ridiculous that there are local people in Nelsonville who have seen them, who have sighted them, you know, and know where they've been in the last week or few days, and the sheriff's office can't find them. That's a bit weird to me. Jeff, you called FBI and BCI. So I think FBI is gonna. FBI might come in if they're drug trafficking over state lines. FBI might come in. But like I said, unless it's an Amber Alert, something over state lines like drug trafficking or sex trafficking, or internal corruption, like in the Texas case I was working on, they did come in, but that was because of internal corruption. They probably won't come in. BCI, I don't know. I haven't contacted them. Yeah, look, Carla, I agree. If this was the sheriff's son, they would be doing everything that they could to find him, and if these two, had anything to do with it, they would be brought in and held for questioning right away. If they're seen, are they legally wanted? I'm not sure about Lindsey, but apparently PJ does have existing warrants out, and he has a history of fleeing and eluding. So, as a charge. So, by rights, if you call the officers, they should be straight out to that location. Jeff, so they said they would, if state police would ask for assistance. State police aren't even, I'm sorry, fucking helping the local county. Well, when are they going to go ask for help to the BCI? That's a load of crap. Yeah, why aren't the okay? Because I'm getting told this. I'm getting been there. Let me just have some caffeine. I've been told this a lot. That they have nowhere to search. Nobody's come forward. They don't know where to look. They can't find PJ. And I just think that's a load of bull, to be honest. Because there have been, you just need to check out the feeds and posts and stuff. Nelsonville crackheads on Facebook help find Brian Kyle Bridgeman on Facebook, people who have cited him. So that's just a load of crap. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. If I have any more updates, obviously I'll do another live. Any information, if you want to send it through anonymously, you can do that to the sheriff's office, or you can email it to me at missmurderaustralia@gmail.com. You called prosecutors and sheriff's office and asked them to contact the FBI and BCI, but they're not doing anything. No, they won't. They won't. Because there's this societal thing that you're not the Sunday school crowd. If you're the sheriff's son, they'll do anything they can to go find you. But if you're involved in drugs or alcohol or anything like this, you're not worth finding. you know, and I see it over and over and over again. And it feels like the exact same thing is happening here in Ohio that was happening in Texas. And it sucks. Because nobody deserves this, despite their past. And no family deserves to go through what this family has been going through for almost 2 months now. So, my goal is just to keep this up there in front of everybody. If there's corruption, the FBI can come in. That's why they came in on Lauren's case in Texas. Because of corruption. You know, like as I started out with in the first live, saying I wasn't there to bash law enforcement, and I'm not there to bash law enforcement. Unless if there's corruption, I definitely would dig into that. And but I don't have any proof. I don't have any reason to believe that at the moment. I'm being told that, but I don't have any examples. And some of these things we need to look into. If Lindsey is bragging about killing him, I don't understand why the prosecutor's office can't use those statements to do more. Wedding? Oh, you didn't mean that? Okay. You can message me that story anyway, Carla, and I can kind of investigate that a little bit. But yeah, if you see these two, yeah, definitely just call them and let me know. You can find me. You can find Bridget Jamieson posting. That's me, all around on the threads and things like that. So just send me a message. Let me know what they say, and I'll try to give them a call tomorrow night, which will be Monday morning, Ohio time. Thanks for coming in, guys. Remember, if you see them, report them. Get